I don't know how to start this video. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is something that I never really saw myself doing, but I decided to start documenting my mental health journey, the ups and the downs. I just feel like social media and YouTube and Instagram and everything is only showing the highs and the good days, but it's less common to find people talking about the bad days and the hard times. So I recently have gone through a hard time, and this video is a promise to myself to keep going and that progress will come. Don't give up. I'm not gonna go over too much context, like that could be another video. Let me know if you want to know the complete history of my mental health. I don't know if that's something I'm willing to do right now, but maybe in the future. I'm just going to touch on mental health in quarantine. So at the start of quarantine, it was absolutely amazing. It was a very nice break. It felt like a vacation. Spending all my time at home rather than going to school. I just felt like there was a whole lot less work that I had to do, which made me so much happier. As a commuter student, somebody who's very involved in school, I really needed the break of quarantine. So at first I was thriving. I was sleeping more. I just felt happier and there was less stress on me. Then when it started getting into like September, my depression and anxiety were spiking, and at the time I didn't really know. I should have paid more attention to the warning signs. There were times where I would lash out at people, just start crying. Like I would cry 3 to 4 times a week at least. Like on the good weeks I would cry 3 to 4 times. Every other week or like every day, 2 times a day, like it was getting pretty unhealthy. Like those, I should have noticed something was off, and I didn't feel good enough, and I would say to people I just want to quit. And it got really bad. I was falling behind in school, but I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't know that I needed help. I was paranoid. I think I was just in denial that I needed help because I had just finished with therapy. I finished with therapy end of August, so I was like, I'm not going back yet. That is a huge misconception that I'm learning right now. You don't need a couple months. You can go back to therapy anytime, even when you are thriving. And that's something I was like scared to do. I was scared. I'm still scared to go see a therapist. You don't have to be broken to see a therapist. Seeing a therapist does not mean you are broken. It means that there's room for improvement. I'm sure at some point in our lives we're all gonna go see a therapist. It's normal. So my mental health has been declining since school started in September, but I think I was in denial because I took summer school and my mental health was fine. So I was like, it's not school, like there's something else that's wrong. I was getting in a lot of panic attacks, experiencing a lot of anxiety, and it was really, I wasn't taking any time for myself. Essentially I was burning myself out, but like for months. Usually for me, when I experience burnout, it's like a couple weeks and I'm just exhausted and I'll just sleep. So like reading week, I'll just sleep the whole week, and that's burnout for me. But I think this was like a mental burnout, which is something I don't think I've experienced before. And it got to the point where I had to take a leave from everything. I was away from school and work and extracurriculars for 2 weeks. And a lot of people thought I was on vacation because that's what I wanted to tell them, that I was on vacation. I was in the hospital, the psych ward. I'm not gonna say what got me in there because I'm trying to keep this not too detailed. I'm still processing it. I was in there for 2 weeks. I was in there from October 28th to November 13th, so just over 2 weeks. I definitely needed that time. As crappy as it is, I was really disappointed that it had to get to that point for me to get help or for people to listen to me. So I've been back since. It's currently December 14th, 15th. I think it's the 14th. So it's currently December 14th. I've been out for about a month, just over a month. And I've been getting a lot of help. A lot of supports are in place, but they can be very overwhelming. It seems like supports and therapy right now is my full-time job, that I don't even have time for school. I just want to say that no matter how hard things get, have hope for a better tomorrow. Surround yourself with people that love and support you. I'm making this video for not only me, but for anyone else who's going through a really rough time. I'm sure there's somebody else who's going through the same thing, has gone through it, will go through it. You're not alone. I know it feels like this. I know it feels like the sun's not gonna get up tomorrow. I know it feels like life isn't worth it. But I promise you, I know it's hard. It's gonna be a hard fight, but it will be worth it. If you ever need anyone, I'm a message away. And if you don't have anyone in your circle right now that can support you, I'd be happy to, even just to listen. If you're not going through something right now, please reach out to your friends. Whether you think they're struggling, whether you think they're doing absolutely fine, check in on them, because you never know. Some people hide it really well. I used to be the one who was smiling all the time and no one would ever think I was sad. I put on such a good mask for a while until it got too hard. Check in on your friends, all of them. I know it's like hard, but like just send like a message here and there. Like you don't have to reach out to 700 people in one day. Like that's a lot. Check in with one friend, 2 friends a week, because just reaching out and asking them if they're okay, like that means a lot. It's been a hard journey since being out of the hospital. It has been very, very, very hard, but I think I'm now starting to open up, process what happened, that I can help other people. That's my biggest thing that I want to get out of this video, is to help somebody. I don't have a perfect life. I don't think anyone has a perfect life, whether you think so or not. Everyone has hard days. Everyone has hard times. They might not talk about it. Everyone is going through something, has gone through something, or will go through something. This pandemic has been so hard. But to be honest, my mental health was struggling before the pandemic. Mental health is serious. And it can be your best friend or your worst enemy. My mental health was at my absolute worst. But I'm here today, talking about it. I hit my rock bottom more times than I can count. And I'm still here. if you're watching this video, thank you, first of all. Please keep fighting. For me. Whether you know me or don't know me, I believe in you. And I know you're gonna get through this. And it's gonna be so worth it when you do. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was very hard to talk about, but I'm happy that I did. I'm happy that we can now have a conversation, because this was something I was holding in for a month. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to take it day by day. This is the start of an uphill journey. It's a roller coaster, don't get me wrong. It's gonna go up and down, but right now I'm on a good path. And I'm looking forward to what the future holds. I'm gonna work hard. This might happen again. I might hit my lowest point again. I don't know. But maybe I'll be able to have YouTube to turn to. So if you took anything away from this video, make sure to like, comment down below, subscribe, follow along my mental health journey, and do one thing today that makes you feel happy. So take a nice bath, go for a walk. It's cold out where I am, but go for a walk and then have some hot chocolate after. Sing and dance to a Christmas song or holiday song. Look back this year and think of one thing that you're grateful for. Till next time, I'm Nicole, and take care of yourself.